Hi guys, and welcome to Football Canapes for this live watch along of Champions League semi-final between Borussia Dortmund and PSG from the Signal Iduna Park in Dortmund, and it's sure to be an exciting game. Sure to be an exciting game,
Hi
and
guys, and welcome
and
to
we
Football
are
for this
going
live
to
watch
be
along of
enjoying
Champions League
this.
semi-final between Borussia Dortmund
Just a
from the
minute.
Signal
and
in
uh,
Dortmund and
and yeah, so really looking forward to this game. And last night we saw a humdinger of a game where it finished 2-2 between Bayern Munich and Real Madrid, and a game similar to that will not be missed, and will be enjoyed thoroughly. So that's the hope and that's the expectation, and yeah, so the game should begin in about 6-7 minutes. Sorry, I am a bit late. Some technological issues, and hopefully they are now behind me, and hopefully through till the end of the game we are going to be enjoying this,
hi guys, and
and
welcome
this
to
uh, and this game is certainly going to be an absolute banger. I have this feeling in my waters, and hopefully, yeah. So let's see what happens, and we'll see what happens. So the team news, that's really important. The team news is certainly going to be uh, uh, important, because the players are the ones who are certainly going to be deciding the fate of this game. And yeah, so let's start with the home team first. And the home team first, we have Kobil in goal. At right back we have Julian Rederson, Nico Schlotterbeck, and Matt Hummels in the center of defense. And then at the left back, the man on loan from Chelsea, that is Ian Matson. And in the midfield, we have the pivot is of Emre Can, as well as Marcel Sabitzer, who spent last season on loan at Manchester United. And then in the attacking three, we have Julian Brandt, Karim Adeyemi, and who else is there? Nicholas Fulkrug is there, and so that's the and of course, not forgetting Jadon Sancho, who's on loan from Manchester United, of course. And then for PSG, let's talk about PSG. And for PSG, we have Gianluigi Donnarumma in goal, and Gianluigi Donnarumma is in goal. In defense, we have Nuno Mendes, Marquinhos, Lucas Hernandez, and at right back we have former Borussia Dortmund player in Ashraf Hakimi. And in midfield, Warren Zaire Emre, a class player. He's in midfield alongside Vitinha. And then in the attacking three, just behind the striker, we have Usman Dembele, formerly of Borussia Dortmund, of course. And we have Dembele, we have Bradley Barcola, and Kylian Mbappe we have there as well. Real, of course, not forgetting Fabian Ruiz. So that's the two teams out there. The two teams are coming out, and the yellow black. black yellow wall looks absolute picture. The flags are waving, and it's sure to be an atmosphere that is going to put fear in the hearts of many a football player. But the advantage PSG have is that they have already played here in this season. These two teams, of course, were in the same group, Group F of the Champions League, and PSG beat Borussia Dortmund 2-0 at their stadium Parc de France, and or is it Parc des Princes, and the match ended 1-1 at Borussia at uh, at Signal Iduna Park, where if things had gone for my side, Newcastle United, PSG would have been out of this tournament, but it didn't. The match ended in a 1-1 draw, and PSG advanced, and they first uh, they they were first drawn against. I am forgetting who they were drawn against in the round of 16, and then. Against Real Sociedad, in fact, and then they were drawn against Barcelona, where a Ronald Araujo red card saw them advance at the expense of Barcelona to this semi-final, and there we are. I think this game, I'm probably leaning towards a draw, if not a PSG win. I think PSG are a different beast these days with Luis Enrique, and some high profile players moving on like Neymar, Messi, and uh, and the likes. So so I think this game, Anthony Taylor, by the way, is the referee. He is the referee from the Premier League, and I mean has been involved in a bit of controversy. If you, I don't know if you noticed this or not, but he was the referee between Everton and Nottingham Forest game, where he, through his decisions, denied denied uh, denied Nottingham Forest three penalties in the game, and uh, and the and that game has been in the news recently, and the game is about to kick off. The toss is taking place, and we shall get ready as well with the things that we have to get ready with, and the game should start in a minute or two, and so yeah, Anthony Taylor is the referee, and one of his assistants is Gary Bessick. Um, incidentally, um, incidentally, Manuel Ugarte is on the bench. I was going to talk about something, but I just completely lost the thing that I was going to talk about. And PSG are playing in their away kit of white with red stripes in between, and and the kickoff should happen any moment, any moment now, and yeah, the atmosphere looks electric. Um, Borussia Dortmund in the last round saw off Atletico Madrid quite comfortably in the end, and the game has kicked off. Game has indeed kicked off. So, uh, as I said, probably leaning towards PSG, and just because feel like something is in the air with PSG. They're doing reasonably well, and yeah, I mean. nothing apart from that, and hopefully, but would like Dortmund to do well. Would like Dortmund to do well, and Edin Terzic, who's in his second spell in charge of Borussia Dortmund, and it's a Wembley final as well, and I mean, I remember a Wembley final in 2013 when when Bayern Munich actually beat Borussia Dortmund. There's a distinct possibility that may happen again, and and I don't think no one will be against that. I don't think no one will be against that, and hopefully that from German team's point of view, that that can happen. So Borussia Dortmund and PSG, as I've told you already, have previously faced each other in this tournament before in this season. One game ended 2-0 to PSG and 1-1 to Borussia Dortmund, which was here. And and if the same thing materializes in this tie over the two legs, there's every possible there is then PSG will be making it to their second final in the Champions League in there's a possible chance for Borussia Dortmund. PSG will be making their second final in what 5 years or second final in five. So there's a good chance that PSG can, PSG can make it to the finals, and and hopefully for Parisians' sake they do make it to the finals, and well we'll find out what happens. But it's Borussia Dortmund who have started like the home team that they are, and it's the onus is on them, and hopefully they can fulfill that. Incidentally, I was going to say it earlier that Julian Rederson has started on on the right hand side. He usually plays on the left, and Ian Matson, who's on loan from Chelsea, is starting on the left side of defense. So, a small request: if you can subscribe to the channel and like this video, then it would be a big help for the channel, and so please do consider that, and and would be grateful. So Luis Enrique, formerly of Barcelona, and of course AS Roma as well, and of course the Spanish national team, where he was the manager at the World Cup. So so he's a strict guy. Maybe his team is about to lose Kylian Mbappe for the foreseeable future, or at the start of the next season, and and maybe uh, the team would probably get better, and Max Hummels bringing the ball forward, and good pace to this game at the start, and chance for Sancho on the right. Oh, nearly, but cleared away by Lucas Hernandez, I think it was, and yeah, Sancho, he's done well since he was and as I said that he gives the ball away to a PSG player and who plays in Mbappe, and then uh, Hakimi is played through, and but good covering by uh, Adeyemi, and and uh, and uh, and Dortmund have a goal kick. Looked like a foul to me by Adeyemi, but no cigar from the assistant referee, and Julian Rerison, he scored against Newcastle United in a Group F game as well, and started well. Leave your thoughts in the chat. Let's talk about this, and then, of course, I'll do my best to walk you through this game, and let's enjoy this together, and let's see what the outcome is. Nuno Mendes, the Portuguese left back, playing for PSG. Ashraf Hakimi, formerly of Borussia Dortmund. He spent, I think, 2 years he spent at Borussia Dortmund before moving on to PSG. I think he, formerly of Real Madrid, has Adeyemi, but good defending there by Vitinha, who protected his centre halves. Foul on Dembele, another former um, Borussia Dortmund player, and fouled there by Emre Can of Borussia Dortmund. Good early pace set in this game, uh, and let's hope it continues for the majority of the game. And as I said earlier, expecting a draw, and PSG would be really happy with that. They would expect to turn Dortmund over at uh, at at their home ground, and so it is absolutely imperative for as Mbappe. Game has slowed down now. 10 minutes gone, nil nil. No particular chances to speak of. No keeper has yet had to make any saves, and maybe this time for first attempt of the game from Usman Dembele. Yellow, yellow wall bouncing. 20,000 people can, can be accommodated in here. Really is a phenomenon, and and I mean it's more than the capacity of some of the stadiums in the world. And I don't know if I were to say that the is Bradley Bacola and Mbappe in the box. Oh, defended well. Oh, given away. Perhaps there could have been a chance, but Jadon Sancho back there defending. That was something he was criticized for while he was at Manchester United earlier in the season, and but not chucking his responsibilities there on that particular occasion. And stupid corner conceded there by Emre Can, passing out to his spur Kobel, where there was perhaps no need. And 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 it's not a corner, actually, it's a throw in. Kobel cleared it just before it crossed the line. So I was telling you, PSG got the better of FC Barcelona in the previous leg. Uh, Barcelona had all the advantage, but that stupid red card to Ronald Araujo derailed their Julian Brandt. Poor pass out, but the ball is won back, and chance. Oh, good chance, but Brandt has the ball. Tries to cut it back. Stupid choice. Really bad choice from Julian Brandt, and his effort is out for a goal kick, I think. But Jadon Sancho has started really well here defensively, and Nuno Mendes slipped there, and but that was a poor choice by Julian Brandt. You don't expect him to make mistakes like that, and he nearly got punished. I mean, the PSG defender Nuno Mendes, that is. And oh, best chance of the game so far has fallen to Julian Brandt. In fact, dare I say, the only chance, ball won back again by Borussia Dortmund. They are pressing really well, and the tension will get to players, I think. I mean, with the haircut that both Adeyemi and Matson have, it's almost impossible to recognize which is who is whom, and and looks like a bit warm here in there in Dortmund. Luis Enrique out there in his casuals t-shirt and a lower, and his lower, and he'll be hoping that his team is not that casual, and they can carry out the instructions. As I said, a draw is not the worst result. They of course would like to win, but a draw is not the worst result, and yeah, so still a lot of the game to play, 75 or so minutes, and Fabian Ruiz, formerly of Napoli. Here's Kylian Mbappe turning up on the left. We've seen very little of Mbappe and also Bacola, Bradley Bacola, who was fouled for that Ronald Araujo red card. Oh. Vitinha from the edge. Oh, doesn't elect to shoot. Dembele wide. So Dembele spent one season at Borussia Dortmund from Rennes, and then was sold for, I mean, almost a record fee, uh, almost a record fee to Barcelona, over 100 million, and dare I say, was from Barcelona's point of view, if you're just looking at from just offside there, Kylian Mbappe, and just from the just from the money side of things, it was a colossal waste of money for the money that was spent for the wages that he was paid. It perhaps wasn't the best deal that Barcelona could have done. And in hindsight, when first yellow card of the game goes to one of Matson or Adeyemi, and Matson it is who gets the first yellow card of the game for his foul on Warren Zaire Emre. So I mean, a bit of a lunging challenge by the Chelsea man, and yeah, so I mean, can't argue. And Usman Dembele with the free kick, right-footed free kick from the right hand side, outswinger it will be. It comes. Fabian Ruiz floats it in. Someone from PSG is down in the box. Lucas Hernandez. He used to play for Bayern Munich, perhaps looking for a review, but he's up on his feet and jogging back into his position, and yeah, shouldn't be a problem, but will need treatment. I'm pretty sure it was accidental, and I mean he collided with Marcel Sabitzer. Luis Enrique taking this opportunity to pass on instructions to his players, Bradley Bakula and someone else, Fabian Ruiz. It was Mbappe on the edge of the box. Goes back to Nuno Mendes. Dembele up against Matson. Delivers the cross cleared easily by Hummels. I mean, last time PSG when they reached the final, oh sorry, Borussia Dortmund when they reached the final, uh, they beat uh, they beat they beat Real Madrid in the semi-finals. Jurgen Klopp was the manager, and so no reason for them to think that they can't beat PSG over the two legs, and I'm pretty sure they'll fancy their chances and fancy the chances, and we'll of course we'll see what happens. Bradley Bakula, we've seen very little of him, so maybe he can turn it on in the second half of the first half, if you know what I mean. And this Marquinhos, PSG captain. I mean, PSG have been in the Borussia Dortmund half, but uh, Kobel hasn't had to save anything really, and 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 I mean the only save that anyone has had to make is Donnarumma from Brandt, I think it was, and but having said that, PSG have weathered a bit of a storm, and now will be looking to goal kick. So another attack comes to nothing. Watching, do Do get involved in the chat, or please subscribe to the video, to the channel, and of course, do like and share. Helps the channel grow and encourages me to work even harder. And of course, doesn't cost you anything. So that's thing. Things just aren't coming off for the attacking players. It's it's I mean, just isn't happening for anyone in particular, be it Mbappe, be it Brandt, be it anyone basically, Fabian Ruiz, and I mean, in the first 26 odd minutes, we've seen two shots, two attempts, one by Dembele which were well wide, and then Julian Brandt where he could have scored. It was a good save by Donnarumma, and here comes Julian Rederson. Of course, Borussia Dortmund are currently fifth uh, in the German Bundesliga. They that has to be a foul, but that has to be a foul. I mean, I'm not sure whether a foul is being given or a corner, but foul on Adeyemi by Ashraf Hakimi, and I mean, looked like a foul, and it's been given a foul. So, can the deadlock be broken? Fans in good voice, as they always are. Uh, Julian Brandt to take this free kick. Big hitters are forward. Here comes the free kick. Cleared away. Sancho. I mean, he has disappeared as well. Here he is in the box. Deflected. Oh, that could have gone anywhere, but in the end, well recovered by Fabian Ruiz, who then gives it away. And then again, Schlotterbeck. Oh, that could nearly have been an own goal by Ashraf Hakimi, but it's over the bar from the Moroccan. And but Dortmund now amping it up a little bit, and well, they know they can't be going into Paris without a lead, preferably a two-goal lead, and they might wish for a better lead, but they do need a lead because at Parc des Princes, they'll the situation will be a lot different than what it is here. And here is now Julian Brandt's corner. Here it comes. header is wide, but it's offside against Brand. A little lazy there, and a little lazy there, and yeah. So half an hour gone. Not much to talk about, honestly, in terms of attempts. And here goes Dembele, but good defending there by Ian Matson. I didn't realize he has that much pace, and, but uh, Sancho, who's another yellow card, perhaps. No, these two sides played each other in the I think might have been the season after COVID. So 21-22, I think Erling Haaland was still at Borussia Dortmund, and the game at Borussia. I keep calling it Borussia Park, but then I realize Kylian Mbappe through the middle is not perhaps as effective as from the left, and Bakula almost for Bradley Bakula, but it wasn't to be, and and uh, and the ball is laid away on the right. There's Vitinha, I think. Good play. Ooh, could have been a penalty, but could have been a penalty, but the defender there was careful, and I mean from here it looked dangerous, but good defending again, and Edison, Sancho. Was, tell you what, Sancho. I mean, hasn't been on the ball that much, but however much he has been, he's done well. I mean, he hasn't looked out of place in this big Champions League, in this big chance goal. Nicholas Fulkrug gives Borussia Dortmund the lead, and 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 Borussia Dortmund lead at Signal Iduna Park. Not sure how it happened, but it did happen, and Borussia Dortmund are now 1-0 up against PSG. Pretty sure the check will be made, but for now the goal stands, and PSG have taken the lead onside, very high line uh, by PSG, and they have been punished by the former Werder Bremen man in Nicholas Fulkrug, Lucas Hernandez trying to get back. I mean, I actually think Donnarumma should have done better, but I mean, looks like he got beat too easily, and it's Nicholas Fulkrug who's given PSG uh, the wages, and they are 1-0 down to Borussia Dortmund, the team, and now PSG. Let's see what their response is going to be like. Expecting some, and Lucas Hernandez is down. Perhaps a substitution is going to be made, and that's disappointing from his point of view. But I'm not sure what really happened. But I mean, to a man, every PSG, every Dortmund player looked at the referee, but it wasn't to be. And looks like a leg injury, and looks like a leg injury, and 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 the game should begin in a while. Nicholas Fulkrug has given Borussia Dortmund the lead, and well, that should give this game a fillip that it needs, and hopefully hopefully PSG can get their act together and muster an attempt or two on target. They haven't really done anything. No, Kobil hasn't had a save to make. It's been pretty comfortable for uh, for uh, for the German team, and and they'd be hoping that things can progress as smoothly as they have been so far. Uh, the team was almost in there, but uh, but the danger is averted for now, and has Adeyemi throw into Dortmund. 40 minutes, almost 40 minutes have been played, and and the flags. Not that they needed any hues, but are flying high, and are flying once again, and I mean 1-0 down. Just thinking about it again, PSG shouldn't be that disappointed. They were down 1-0 going into, and Lucas Hernandez, it looks like he will have to come off left hamstring injury. It looks like, and maybe his tie is over as well, because because um, he ain't recovering from that. he ain't recovering from that in 6 days, and 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 pretty disappointing. Um, Euros start next month. Man, I cannot believe that I'm saying that next month. Is it next month? It is next month indeed, and 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 depending upon how bad the injury is, it could be a real struggle for him. Real struggle for him. You know, going into that. And Lucas Baraldo, the Brazilian. I think he's Brazilian. He's coming on, and Hernandez, I think, and is going off. So desperately disappointing for him, and desperately disappointing for him, as it would be for any player. And, and the chance at AME could cross full crew. Cha! Oh man, that should have been 2-0, but it isn't. Api- I mean, I'm pretty sure that might be looked at, but could be a penalty to Borussia Dortmund, and 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 could be a penalty to Borussia Dortmund, and do get involved in the poll. And I mean, Anthony Taylor didn't give it in the real time, and as Mbappe is done very little. Ooh, over the bar from Zaire Emre, and has the replay. Perhaps it was full Krug once again, and no, Sabitzer with the chance. Good save by Donnarumma, and I'm not sure if it's been looked at or not, but no, looks like no penalty, and looks like no penalty, and let's see how much time is added on. Kylian Mbappe through the middle has done nothing at all. I mean, in this game, oh, risky from Kobel, but he gets away with it. 4 minutes of added time, just 4 minutes, and Borussia Dortmund have really upped the pressure, and has Oh, just behind Brandt. He was nearly, nearly in. Foul and foul. Sabitzer, who nearly doubled PSG's lead over there, and fouls, fouls Hakimi and fouls Hakimi and fouls Hakimi and I mean PSG look really poor, and I won't be surprised if Dortmund add to their lead in the second half. I mean Kobel hasn't might have to do now, might have to do now, but it's defended. Can't say well, but it's defended, and the danger is averted for now. And, and I mean, it's been there's good defending there by Ryerson, Julian Ryerson, and I mean that should have been a foul. It was clearly checked by Ryerson. He's been good on the right hand side and plays it out to his other fullback. Adeyemi, in fact, it was. As I said, the headgear isn't helping the hairstyle. And it's Adeyemi again. Sancho is playing on the left now alongside Adeyemi, so plenty of fluidity over there from the two teams. And can a oh, free kick, and foul by Hakimi, and that's free kick in the dangerous area. Matson absolutely burns Hakimi there, and it's in a dangerous area. Julian Brandt once again with this free kick, as he is on most of the set pieces that Borussia Dortmund get. He's the he's the stardust. He's the main man, and saved by Donnarumma. He made very heavy weather of it, but it's half time and time. Um, and PSG trail Borussia Dortmund at halftime. Nicholas Fulkrug with the only goal of the game so far. Uh, a brilliantly taken goal by the German striker, and Kylian Mbappe has been fairly anonymous. Has done nothing basically through the middle. Neither has Barcola on the left, and on the right Dembele I mean, perhaps the best of the three, but still in a category where you'd only classify his uh, his uh, his his game as poor, and this basically nothing that PSG can be encouraged about. The only good thing from PSG's point of view is that no two halves are alike, and they have every chance, to turn this dismal performance into something a lot better, into a lot better than what they have been doing, and and I mean, to be honest, it can't get any worse. Half time, and and all the chances that I can think of are PSG, are Dortmund chances. They had the chance with Julian Brandt. They had the chance with they had this with Marcel Sabitzer, and they scored the goal with the attempt that Nicholas Fulkrug had from that free kick that was taken. I'm not really sure who took that free kick. Didn't really check, and that has given PSG the something to think about. Talking about the stats that have about for this game, it's it'll be interesting to to compare how the two sides have done. Um, so let's check them out. Five shots Borussia Dortmund have had compared to three. Four on target for Borussia Dortmund, none for uh, PSG. As I've told you, I can't remember Kobel making any saves. Possession, PSG have had the majority, 58% compared to 42%, and uh, and 283 passes compared to 208 for PSG, and five fouls committed by Dortmund, two by PSG, and one yellow card uh, Ian Matson, who fouled Ashraf Hakimi with a lunging tackle. So 60% probability of a win for Borussia Dortmund, and 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 that's a pretty uh, decent number. Um, Pretty decent number. One thing, tactically, if we want to talk about, I'd say is that Kylian Mbappe through the middle just doesn't work. I don't know what Luis Enrique is trying to do. I mean, I'm not one to criticize him, but maybe if I am, I'd say put Kylian Mbappe on the left, take Bradley Bacola off, and put Gonzalo Ramos or Randall Kolo Muani up top, um, because down the left there's Kylian Mbappe, um or uh, or Bradley Bacola. Neither of them are doing anything, and Marco Asensio, Kengen Lee, these are some of the players who can come on, and are some of the players who can come on, and they can make a difference and put Kylian Mbappe on the left. So so Actually, it wasn't a free kick. It was a long ball from Ian Matson, I think it was, who played it through, and and that was something that caught PSG's defense out. Lucas Hernandez has since gone off, and and I just think, looking at it again and again, I just think that Donnarumma should have done a lot better, and Donnarumma should have done a lot better. But it was what it was. He did get beat at his near post, although by there was a lot of there was a lot of gap. It was a clean strike by Nicholas Fulkrug, and he actually gave Donnarumma, given you know how it was, given his positioning, he gave Donnarumma no chance, and and all PSG should hope. I mean, they can hope for is that in the second half they come out and do something better, like we saw from Bayern Munich in the in the game yesterday, and hopefully they will heed that thing, and they will heed that thing, and they will heed that thing and take that into consideration. But I mean, it's been an absolute dismal performance. The front three absolutely non-existent, and uh, and actually they've just confirmed it was not Matson, it was Nico Schlotterberg, who played the ball, and it was Schlotterbeck who played the ball, and that caught out PSG's defense, and that caught out the defense, and that caused the goal to happen, and we are also talking about the chance that Julian Brandt had. Uh, I'm talking more about PSG here because PSG is the bigger story. PSG is the bigger bigger club where the expectations are, of course, higher, and they are they are expected to do a lot more than Dortmund. They have the stardust. They are the ones who are expected to make things happen, and this aren't they. I mean, on the basis of first half, they just haven't turned up. Um, I mean, they're just showing some of the things that PSG have done, but for me, it's been pretty comfortable for uh, for Dortmund's defense. They they haven't had to do anything basically. Shots have been flying over the bar, left, right, nothing, just nothing, just nothing, and passing accuracy has been good, but that you can have 100% accuracy and still not reap any rewards out of it, and but anyways, there's still uh, 45 minutes, the whole of second half to go, and maybe if Luis Enrique gets into his team and puts a rocket up their backsides, asses, and then maybe we can expect something out of PSG. Kylian Mbappe can do something. Um, because he's been pretty anonymous, hasn't done anything. Bradley Bakula, I doubt he'll come out for the second half. And who's the other one? Dembele. He's been pretty poor as well. And and yeah. So second half is about to start. So let's get prepared for that. And and yeah. So I mean, not expecting any you know any any change from Dortmund and any change from Dortmund, but perhaps we should make a couple of changes. They have already made one change, and it shouldn't be a surprise if they make a couple more. A couple more. Um, Fabian Ruiz, Vitinha, and Zaire Emery have controlled the ball, but the um, thing is one thing, but they have. I mean, they haven't created anything really. I mean, I know I've been talking about this a long while, and but that's the point I want to stress that the the the, the teams the if you look at the teams, Borussia Dortmund have looked far more threatening than 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 PSG. And I know it's a home game for it's a home game for Dortmund, and they they are expected to make the running, and but they haven't done much or anything in particular, and that is something that will sting them, or should sting them, and I mean, let's be honest, they can't be as bad as they were in the first half, so expecting something better, and 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 it's the second half is starting imminently. Both teams are coming out onto the pitch, and they just showed the picture of the mixed zone. And are there any changes? Doesn't look like it. And Bradley Bakula is coming out. I was thinking that he might be getting hooked, but he isn't currently. But Kylian Mbappe through the middle, for me, he hasn't done much. And but if he wants to win Champions League with Champions League with PSG, then performances like these cannot be, cannot be expected, and that's the whole thing. The second half is about to kick off, and it has now kicked off, and oh, so yeah, let's hope, let's hope PSG can do something about it, and 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 we get to see a good game. Dortmund's approach will be interesting to watch as well. What they do, because if they are they happy with 1-0 lead going into the second leg next Tuesday, depending upon where you are, and Tuesday or Wednesday will be Wednesday morning for me, and but just one change so far. Lucas Hernandez has had to go off with an injury, and ball played to Bradley Bacola, and I remember that game that he played against Newcastle. He missed chance after chance after chance, but Newcastle were unlucky with that penalty decision, and who knows, PSG might have been out that day. And but PSG have started quickly with Vitinha. Here's Dembele in the box. First corner of the second half goes to PSG. I think this is their first corner in totality, even, and taken shot. Bruno Mendes from left back. Good save by Kobel. I mean, it was pretty straight at him. Actually, it's a save. First shot on target for PSG, and it comes from Bradley Bacola. Saying it out loud again, that the second leg is next Tuesday in 6 days' time at in Paris at Parc des Princes. Foul again. PSG have started better in the second half, a bit quicker, but again keep giving the ball away very cheaply, and Dortmund are not having that great difficulty defending it. Poor ball from Vitinha. His chance. Matson with a cross. Oh, slip. But here's Sancho. Corner. I think that slip cost Sancho, but well defended by Zaire Emery, and and I'm having real confusion identifying who is Ademi and who's Matson actually, and that's a bit of slip and the opportunity was taken away. Here comes the corner. Ooh, Borussia Dortmund got the first header in, but then chance for Mendes to run. Plays it out to Dembele. Mbappe. Mbappe off the post. Mbappe. Oh, another post. The different post this time. Oh no, so unlucky for PSG. Both times post denies. First it was Mbappe with the far post, and Kobel was beaten, and then it was Hakimi who was denied, and so unlucky for both of them. But brilliant from PSG. They started really quickly in this and yellow card. Not sure who's getting this time. It's I think it's Nico Slaughterbeck. No, it's Adeyemi probably. But PSG so unlucky. Fabian Ruiz is the guy who's gotten the yellow cards. Oh, yellow card. And, Bradley Bacola. Mbappe saved by Kobel. Saved by Kobel. And PSG have now had three attempts on three or four attempts on the goal in this second half, and they are knocking on the door in the second half. It's been 8 minutes, and they have really pushed the envelope, and they have pushed the envelope, and so far they've been a bit unlucky. As Dembele, Vitinha, Mendes, Bacola. Bacola with his dreadlocks. in all PSG in this second half. Oh no, that has to be a sitter. Fabian Ruiz has missed an absolute sitter. A brilliant run into the box, but his header has gone. I mean, way wide. It's a dreadful miss, and Kobel having a word with Marcel Sabitzer, who uh, who let him go, and and yeah. But PSG are getting closer. Won't be a surprise if they do score a couple of goals in the time that remains. But they do miss a lot of chances, and that was a real shitter from Fabian Ruiz. He would have he would have expected it to bust the net or nestle in the back of the net, whatever you want to say. But it's all PSG now in this second half. Borussia Dortmund are camped. Not sure how this helps basically because they can't do this for the next leg as well. And and so Hakimi, I think, should have scored from his effort. Kylian Mbappe, he had a higher margin of error, but Hakimi, I think, should have done better. As Borussia Dortmund on the attack, who deflected for a corner. Another attempt by Nicholas Füllkrug. Not sure what happened there, but Brandt way wide from Brandt. PSG bossed the possession against and again in the second half, but Dortmund with a chance in the box over the bar. That's another sitter from Fulkrug. I mean, another sitter. I mean, in the second half, he should have done a lot better. And and I mean, I genuinely don't believe what I'm seeing because he should have scored. He should have scored. At least put it on the target and then make Donnarumma do something. But not to be, not to be defending, but taking too many chances. An hour has been played in this first leg, and I mean, I know Dortmund are leading currently and have had their fair share of chances, but in the second half, you would say that PSG have created a lot of chances, and particularly that one of Fabian Ruiz. I mean that should have been buried, and Mbappe and Hakimi both of them hitting the post is uh, is something that that might come back to haunt PSG. But there's a chance for Adeyemi perhaps foul. I mean, looks like a foul to me. Nothing given. Hakimi, Brandt in the box. Full Krog. Oh no! Is appealing for a penalty. Might have been pushed in the back. Edin Terzic also appealing. It's getting really feisty with some of the you know ag- some of, I mean, how would I say, with aggression coming um, in the play from both sides in their attempt to win the ball. Um, Players are flying into the tackles, and that is uh, rather evident in I mean, very conspicuous, if I can say, and who knows, someone might. Randall Colomwani is coming on for PSG, and Randall Colomwani, the French striker, who could have won the World Cup for France. Was saved by his chance was saved by uh, Ian Matson, fouled there by Hakimi. Free kick to Borussia Dortmund. That's not a push. It's not a push. Not in my eyes. Not in anyone's eyes. Like, just feels the arms and goes down. That can't be given. So Bradley Barcola, as I had suspected, Randall Colomwani will go up top, and Kylian Mbappe should move into the middle, or on the left, and Colomwani to the middle. Gives them a bit of presence in the midfield as well. Oh, in the middle as well. with Kolomwani, someone who can hold the ball up, bring the others into play, and here comes Julian Brandt's free kick over the bar from Fulkrug. And he's had his chances. He's had his chances. Can't say that he hasn't, but he's wasted quite a lot of them. And I mean, PSG started brightly, but I mean, in the second half, but Dortmund have come into the game more and more, and I think Dortmund are pushing more ahead in this uh, in this uh, in this in the last quarter of the game, and it's not like PSG haven't had the chances. They have had three good chances. They've hit the post twice. They've missed a sitter with Fabian Ruiz missing an absolute sitter, and but it feels like that both teams, I mean, will be happy with the result as it is, and I mean PSG will be confident that they can beat Dortmund at their home, and I mean I was thinking Randall Colomwani coming on will mean Kylian Mbappe will go to the left, but Colomwani is also on the left, and Kylian Mbappe, I see him through the middle only, and I mean, not really sure how that helps. He has to put Mbappe on the left against Rayson and that's some very poor tactics. I mean, if you ask me, and I mean counterproductive basically. I mean, test him out. I mean, Randall Colomwani might be happy uh, playing on the left, but I think uh, Kylian Mbappe will be a far better choice. Yes, Sancho up against Nuno Mendes. Turn of pace, but he's Sabitzer is crowded out, and Colomwani comes up with the ball, and good layup by Colomwani. And, advantage played to PSG. Chance. Oh no, good save by Kobel again. I mean, um, Colomwani, of course, used to play in Germany with Eintracht Frankfurt, and after just one season, moved to moved to Paris. He's a Parisian, I think, and Nuno Mendes is down, and that's the problem with Nico Schlotterbeck. He dives in a lot of time and I mean gives away a lot of penalties. Gives away a lot of penalties, and that was a good save by Kobel, although not the cleanest of contacts from not the cleanest of contacts by Colomwani, but good save nonetheless from Kobel. And Schlotterbeck has been booked for his poor challenge on Mendes. Can PSG find an equalizer with about 16 minutes, 20 minutes if you add the added time to go? Not with control like that. As Dortmund on the counter. Adeyemi plays it to Grant. Sancho! Good save. Good save, as in, like it was deflected. And, it was a decent save. And, thing is, I personally don't think there's that much interest in this game as in the semi-final between Bayern and Real, and but the truth is, and the fact is, that one of these teams will be in the final of the of the Champions League 2024, and 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 fair do. They came through a tough group. Both these teams have seen tough opposition before. In Dortmund's case, Atletico Madrid and who else? PSV Eindhoven, and as for PSG, they saw off Real Sociedad and 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 of course FC Barcelona. So two Spanish teams for them, and it's ADME fouls, fouls, man, and one player who has basically disappeared in the last 10-15 minutes is Dembele. I mean, I haven't seen him at all, and and I mean, L'Equipe are known for their tough marks that they give out to their players. I mean, Dembele wouldn't be getting any higher than three, if you ask me, based on their reputation. And and but Dembele here he is. It's Mbappe deflected corner, deflected by Julian Ryerson, and out for a corner. I mean, there's no urgency as such from PSG. I mean, with balls like that, this you can be as urgent as you want, but you ain't getting the result that you want, and and that's the sad truth. PSG have been very, I mean, profligate in the in the in the second half. They have fucked up quite big time with the chances they've had, and Luis Enrique has been poor with his substitutions. I've no doubt he's made one is one was forced, the other one was tactical, but I'm not sure what he changed tactically. Julian Brandt on the goal kick. Savage could have latched on to that, but here's a chance perhaps. Hakimi over the bar from Kolo, I think. No, Dembele, and and it's I mean it's I mean it beggars belief. I mean, what else does he want? I mean, when it comes to chances, they don't come better than that. Carpet of a pitch, just stroke it, and tries to leather it, and it is into the stands in rose red or whatever. Marco Reus is coming on, club captain. I think he's the captain, still is, and Marco Reus. This will be Dortmund's first substitution of the game. I mean, in the last 10 years, he's been so injury prone. It's so disappointing from such a gifted footballer. He was one of my favorite footballers at one time. Mbappe, Dembele, Hakimi, Mbappe, Vitinha deflected for a corner. Goal kick, no deflection there, and the score remains 1-0. Score remains 1-0. Kareem Adeyemi is going off for Marco Reus, and let's see if we see any changes when it comes to the score. And it feels like the urgency has gone out of the game, and feels like it that both teams will be happy with the result as it is. As I was saying earlier, PSG will be happy with the one goal deficit. I mean, it's not the end of the world. And oh, good tackle, good defending by Marquinhos. And their effort over the bar from Ryerson, I think it was, and but Brandt had to shoot earlier. There was no need for a touch, and Dortmund will be happy with the win, and Julian Ryerson is down and getting help from his teammates. started and double substitution coming up for Dortmund. Vitinha, another effort over the bar from Fabian Ruiz again. I mean, he has missed easy chances today. Easy, easy, easy. I mean, so Marius Wolf and Marius Wolf is on for Julian Ryerson and Brandt is coming off and Felix Mecha, however you want to call it, is coming on. And PSG, Borussia Dortmund would love another goal. Absolutely. Here comes Wolf's cross. Maybe chance to reload. The first one was a disappointment. Corner of Beraldo. Lucas Beraldo, the Brazilian. I think he's a Brazilian. So here comes the corner. Cleared away. The first ball, that is. But it's coming back again. Or maybe not. I mean, looks like it will finish 1-0 to Dortmund. PSG have tried, but in the end have come up a little short. They they wasted chances. Dembele, Ruiz, and others. I mean, here's a header. Oh, again missed by Zaire Emery this time. 4 minutes will be added. 4 minutes. So Yusufa Mukoko is coming on for or has come on for Nicholas Fulkrug. Straight away into the action. Mukoko, poor cross, out for a goal kick. A bit of a prodigy, this guy, Yusufa Mukoko, and last chance perhaps for PSG. Kolumuani, Mbappe, Hakimi, Dembele, Vitinha, Mbappe. Oh, Fabian Ruiz, collected by Kobel, and I think that's it as far as PSG's chances in this game are concerned, and I'm afraid that that's just not good enough. Uh, in the second leg, they'll have to do a lot better than what they have done tonight, and 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 Lucas Beraldo, maybe there is one last chance. Last minute of the game it is, and that should be that. That should be that for the scoring. As far as the scoring is concerned, uh, last 15-16 seconds remaining, and I think that's it. Game is done, and the full time score reads it's it's Borussia Dortmund 1, PSG nil, and we still have the second leg to come in 6 days' time. And even though PSG are a goal down, I'd still make them favorites. I mean, because they can't be as poor as they were today, and they can't be as poor as they were today, and I mean. You expect them to score at least once at their own home, and and if they can stop Borussia Dortmund from scoring, I expect PSG to comfortably advance still. Uh, it's not like they didn't have the chances today. They did have, but uh, but uh, but uh, but they squandered all of them. Hakimi, Dembele, Fabian Ruiz. So, so I expect them to put things right and Luis Enrique, I hope he gets his tactics right as well in the next game because today it was an I mean I think he was at it and I genuinely thought that he was very poor in terms of tactics that he deployed and I think PSG paid the price for that and yeah. So just to recap, PSG lose to Borussia Dortmund here rather than in Dortmund by by uh, by a goal to nil. First half strike by Nicholas Fulkrug. Um, Fulkrug enough to give Dortmund um, a 1-0 win. Second leg is in 6 days time, and will be really interesting to know what happens there, and we'll see what happens, and um, for tonight, I think it's it's enough for now. I'll see you in my next few videos. Till then, stay safe. Uh, I'll see you in my next few videos. Stay safe. Bye for now.